Hi, I'm Dr. Ramesh K. I'm a senior physician at Fortis, Cunningham Road, Bangalore. I got vaccinated.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vivek Jawali. I'm the chairman of the Executive Council of the Fortis Hospitals of Bangalore. I got vaccinated. I was one of the first to get vaccinated. No problems. With me today is Dr. K.N. Ramesh. He has treated a lot of COVID patients. Being on a government body, having had a first-hand hands-on experience of having treated so many COVID patients, he has been somebody who is intimately associated with the entire pandemic management in this state and hence the country. So he's fairly qualified, knowledge, hands-on on informing us on what's happening about this entire vaccination in Bangalore. We have vaccinated all our healthcare in this hospital chain in Bangalore. Others also are almost completed, and then the next phase will begin soon. But I find that an anesthetist called me from Bangalore Municipal Corporation Hospital that she has to take the vaccine. Is it safe? Can she take? How are you feeling? So I realized that even doctors have some of these doubts created by controversies on WhatsApp and social medias. And what about non-medical people? So I think our conversation today, Ramesh, should be meant for non-medical people, simple, not too much of scientific jargon, and they must understand why should they be taking vaccine and whether it is safe or not, and what will happen to our country. So much money we are spending from each person's pocket. What will happen if we do not get vaccinated in majority? So Ramesh, I have some questions for you. Do we have a choice which vaccine we can take? There are two vaccines, Covishield and Covaxin, and all this galata is going on. Do we have a choice?
No, sir. There is no choice. Why? Because it's a government-driven program and it's a pandemic, and every entire world has noticed that how much trouble it is giving to the people. Hence, it is a government-driven program, so we do not have choices to choose the vaccine.
What Ramesh is trying to tell you that we are actually privileged. Unlike other people, even in the Western world, they don't have the vaccine. They have to take it from Pfizer. Expensive. We have our own vaccine, which is proven to be safe, but there is not too much of vaccine available to be left in free market for abuse and black marketing and all that. And we also are to supply this vaccine to the lot part of the Western world, Africa and Asia. So this is in short supply. And the government has a full grip and the whole logistics of that. You have no choice. And they have decided who will take Covaxin, who will take Covishield, which region, what is the time interval. We must just flow that, right?
Yes, sir.
And the second question, which is another important question, which everybody is confused about, is that can that not be an informed choice?
No, sir, because there is a lot of science involved and then logistics and finance. So there is nothing like informed choice. You just we need to go by the evidence, and we need to by the guidelines given by the highest authority of the government regulations.
Correct. That means this is not the will and wish of a prime minister or some bureaucrat or something. There is a huge scientific body involved in that. Lot of scud work, homework has gone.
Yes, sir.
And they do not want any confusion.
Absolutely.
And they have created a path, and all of us are safer that we follow the path and don't create more confusion.
Absolutely true.
Can it be given to all age groups?
The guidelines say that there are no enough studies to support in pregnancy and childhood. Vaccine is recommended for people who are more than 18 years old.
So more than 18 years old will get vaccine. The children are not going to get the vaccine.
Yes, sir. At the moment.
But these thoughts, as the studies come out, may change.
Yes, sir. There are a lot of studies going on in the world, entire world. Multiple groups are conducting trials. The effects of vaccine is still not thoroughly understood in children and pregnant women. So it is not recommended for pregnant and children.
A lot of people are asking that why these big leaders have not been vaccinated. Why are they making others to take vaccine?
We cannot set them as examples. This is given for the frontline warriors like doctors, police people, nurses, cleaners, ward boys. These are the people who get exposed to the virus very frequently. So it's a very imperative that we need to vaccinate these people, frontline warriors, like how they tagged us during the pandemic stage. Then comes the other people, which will be rolled out in phase 2.
So where vaccination is concerned, all animals are not equal, some are more equal. So the frontline warriors who bear the brunt,
yes,
whose health is most important for the country, will have the first right to get vaccination, not even the Prime Minister, not even the President. Then how are the phases going to happen? Who is the next?
Next will be people, as per the expert committee analysis, we have come to a conclusion that people with above 50 years of age will be in the phase 2 of this vaccination drive. And then subsequently, less than 50 years of people with comorbidities like high blood pressure, then kidney transplant people, cardiac patients, and then severely ill patients, and patients with different multiple disorders, multiple diseases. They are planned to be vaccinated in the phase 2.
Question that in the mind of a guy who is 35 years old, who is a banker, who is hale and healthy, jogging, when will his time come, you think? How many months it may take?
Maybe we are looking at 1 year.
So the whole exercise for India may last for 1 year.
1 year.
And somebody who is 35 years young and is not having any other problems, his term may come maybe 6 months from now.
Yes, sir. Possible.
That's it. Because that is a question everybody is asking. Another thing is that will it be free for everybody? We doctors got it free. We healthcare workers, police, the cleaning staff, frontline workers got it free. What about others?
It is really not known that it is going to be free for everyone. Maybe it may come at a nominal price. Now India is having this vaccination drive for frontline workers and those who are suffering from comorbidities.
So this vaccine, first of all, is much cheaper than the Moderna and Pfizer and all that.
Absolutely. And
But
it's very
plus
safe.
there will be some amount of subsidy,
Yeah.
and we are going to get it at a very extremely affordable rate.
Low, the $6.
So that way we are much privileged than others. But also we must understand, I think you agree with me, that we are far privileged than rest of the world where vaccination is concerned.
Yes, sir. Considering my experience in the England, it is mandatory for healthcare workers to have all the vaccines. When it is given a choice in India, I think our doctor should come
It's
forward.
not
and
mandatory. And that is why people are trying to skip
Exactly.
vaccination.
So we have no guidelines. See, health of a healthcare giver is very important when it comes to infections. So without the antibody titers, they don't allow us to work in England. Whereas in India, the guidelines has to strictly come. I feel so. Obviously, then the
So you are not
vaccination-
amused with the freedom that is given of choice to the health
Maybe
worker
if
at
you
least.
ask me personally, that's my opinion, but
Okay.
I cannot put it and
Fine.
implement it.
No, why I am asking this question is that because of this controversy created and lot of people refusing to take vaccine, if we in a large number don't take vaccine, then the herd immunity may not come.
Yes, that's
Then-
another important
then
point.
the sword hangs on India's head that a second spike may come like
Very true.
China or UK, and we don't have that kind of a level of competence like these countries or the money, and that can be very, very serious blow to this country's
Absolutely.
economy and country's quality of life of people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So people have to understand that this is not as silly and as simple as a WhatsApp gossip. If we country might be spending something like $7 billion for this whole exercise, and if we just half of the people don't take vaccine, we are going to be in trouble. We are going to unnecessarily waste a lot of money. We are going to invite the second spike, and we are going to suffer like anything. And that time, even if you feel sorry, it's not going to help. There is another question. There's
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of things that I see on WhatsApp that some messages say that this vaccine will go into a DNA, there's going to be a chip put, and it may completely alter your DNAs.
I think it's baseless, and I think we should not.
I mean, baseless. It is absolutely not. to be-
Absolutely unreal and unrealistic, because the vaccines, more or less, the preparations and companies are different. If it is going to a DNA, how can the entire world vaccinate and the entire government's working on vaccination? This is totally untrue as per as the information is
So,
concerned.
could you summarize that as nonsense?
Definitely nonsense, and it is from the WhatsApp University.
There's another question that I always see people asking and floating on WhatsApp is that this may lead to infertility.
Absolutely, it is rubbish. It is really rubbish. No vaccines. They will do all the trials before they do. If infertility is the cause, they would have highlighted in their information leaflet. It is absolutely unrealistic imagination of somebody who has spread this rumor, which is totally untrue.
Thank you, Dr. Ramesh.
you,
Now,
sir.
These are the important questions I can see in minds of most of the non-medical population. Let us summarize this for them.
Yes, sir.
How do you summarize this?
Well, I would say, first of all, we don't have a choice to take the vaccine. It is a government-driven program. Second thing is very safe.
Which
effective.
vaccine to take, we don't have the choice.
Yes, sir. And it is a very.
But we have a choice not to take vaccine.
Yes, that is,
Which is
totally.
sad.
Which is something which I don't
Okay.
know, difficult to comment on it.
Okay.
So second thing is it is very safe, effective, and now slowly people are asking for Indian vaccine to be supplied to the entire nation.
That everybody knows.
Everybody absolutely knows.
If
And
Germany is going to be asking our vaccine, we know what is its quality.
yes,
Right?
So Germany and Taiwan, Brazil has asked for our vaccine. So obviously it is very safe and believable. So one should go out and get vaccinated. Honestly,
And the last word is that if you don't get vaccinated, our herd immunity will be delayed or may not
definitely
come,
will.
and we will be sitting duck to be a scapegoat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ramesh.
Thank you.
you very much.